seeing here? We've gotten some pictures.
Yes.
A couple of pictures
Hard
from BP.
to get pictures.
Difficult
to find, yes.
We've been talking about whether or not BP could have been a little more forthcoming with some of the video that it has of the spill right there at the wellhead on the floor in the Gulf. But we've got a couple of stills, and you can help us sort through this.
Yeah, we do, and I think now we know why they didn't want to show it. Although it is dark, the bottom, across the center of your screen, back over toward the letters CNN, that's the pipe. And then the black part that you see over there on the right, that's the oil spewing out. Go to the other one, and you can begin to see it a little bit better, the pipe there, and then you can see the kind of the ashy smoke-looking stuff. Looks like it's smoke coming out of there. Well, clearly we know it's not smoke. Now, something we do know today that is brand new is that there's more natural gas coming out of the well today than there has been. That's good.
Yeah.
Because natural gas doesn't sit on top of the ocean and float and kill things. Sure, it gets into the atmosphere and it's not all that good, but the atmosphere is big compared to this pollution that the oil is taking. So if we can get more and more nat gas coming out of the well and less oil coming out of the well, that will be a good thing for the cleanup. Because not as many gallons, not as many thousands of gallons of oil. So only so much space can come out of that pipe, right? So if half the space is taken up with that gas and half the space is taken up with oil, that just means that it's finding its equilibrium. The well down below, the hole where the oil is, or the it's not really a hole. It's in between the layers and layers of rocks. And so now we're kind of into a gas pocket. And hey, we can stay in a gas pocket for 2 months.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Amazing.
Wouldn't that be nice? What is the latest that you've heard on this plan to go with a smaller containment dome?
We are trying to figure that out. You know,
I know.
Clearly the problem were the hydrates. Coming out of it and getting clogged in the big box. We don't know whether this little box is going to have any better effect. What we think might want to happen is that get some kind of heater in that box to keep the oil warm and not get the hydrates not to form because they can form at 60 degrees. It doesn't have to be freezing at that pressure down there. And then I've been hearing people saying that they're just going to load it up with concrete and try to
trash it.
You know, and I don't believe this littler cap, this top hat, will work as efficiently as the big box would have. But hey, if we can get 60% off and not lose 100%, we only lose 40%, that would be a big gain. You know, they're grasping at straws at this point. They've tried what they can try. I want you to go on the internet today. I want you to go on YouTube, and I want you to type in peat moss, because if there's a company in Quebec that is shredding peat moss. You throw peat moss on an oil. Well, they're working on it. You take the shredded, activated peat moss. You put it in the water. It doesn't absorb water. It only absorbs the oil. So it sits there and floats, absorbs the oil. Then you skim it off and skip it up. Now we're not going to spread this over the entire Gulf of Mexico. But if you see it coming to Dauphin Island, and all of a sudden the people of Dauphin Island take their boats out there and they shred this peat moss down there, it absorbs all the oil. You scoop it up and it doesn't make it to the beach. You win.
You win. That's a win. That's a clear win. All right, Chad, appreciate it. And, you know, we're going to get more answers from Washington. Brianna Keeler is there. We'll talk to her in just a couple of minutes here in the CNN Newsroom.